Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Messages from Venus. You guys, I told you guys I was going to do a separate video. Am I recording? Is this recording? Yes it is. I have to look this way because I'm recording today with my Logitech, not my phone, so I can't see it. I keep telling myself I'm going to invest in a camera, I'm going to invest in a camera. Madeline did not invest in a camera. Madeline invested in something else. I went into PC Richards. Let me explain. Anyway, listen. I went into PC Richards and I invested into something else. Today, that's not the topic. The topic is in regards to Doctors Without Borders. I told you guys I was going to make a separate video in regards to where I donate. I have not even opened like the package that they send, which I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but this is their welcome kit. I hope you guys can see it. I don't care that you guys see my address because my P.O. box is everywhere. It's just my P.O. box. And this is the pamphlet with the little keychain that I received when I donated, the day that I donated. So, as I've been telling you guys, it's very important for us to donate. It's very important for us to give back to our community. For us to give back to our community that's not just the community where you reside. It's also the community where it's like the rest of the world is your community. Okay? Like this is our home. This is where we live as human beings, as animals, etc. Okay? So we must protect it. We must give back to it. We also have to have some sort of release, because a lot of people are always talking about the law of attraction, attract things to you, but they never talk to you about how you release it, how you cleanse yourself, how you balance out your karma, and how you also help. And this to me is a fantastic way to do just that, to help. Helping is an absolute necessity when it comes to being a spiritual being. So we are human beings. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, okay? So, Doctors Without Borders. How did I find out about them? Well, I was walking in the streets as I was doing Postmates, when I was doing Postmates. And, what's his name? Mahadi, I think that's how you pronounce his name, but Mahadi stopped me, and he was one of the recruiters for Doctors Without Borders. We had a very nice, about 15-minute conversation in regards to the planet, the world, my views, his views, etc. And he gave me this pamphlet. I donated $25. Now on the 20th, they're going to take out another $25. So every month, I'm going to have $25 deducted out of my account, out of my donation. I can stop the donation whenever I want. I can stop and then start again whenever I want. Every year, I try my best to do something different. You guys, when you guys do the donations, you guys, it's like a tax. I guess they call it a tax deductible. Meanwhile, I do my taxes, but I think you can add it to your taxes as part of the donations, okay? The year before, last year, I was doing something for the Habitat, and the year before that, I just donated like to Goodwill. 2 years before last year, so 2015, 2016, I was just only donating to Goodwill. Plus, I was giving food out in the streets, money to those who needed it in the streets. And then last year I did one of the companies for the Habitat. I stopped paying them. This year I'm doing Doctors Without Borders. So every year I'm going to tell myself, Madeline, you have to become some part of one of these big companies. They're not corporations. They're like non-profit organizations that you can give back to, because I always give back to corporations like Macy's, like freaking the Dollar Store, Family Dollar, Family Tree. These are my favorite stores to go to. Freaking Dwayne Reed, Applebee's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, etc. Wendy's. I'm always going to these corporations. However, the non-profit also need love, care, and giving back. So when you guys go and apply, you will give the information. Somebody will verify that there's, a real person that took down the credit card information that was provided. They'll call you right there and then on the cell phone of the person who was your point of contact, which is, in this case for me, was Mahadi. So they will give you one of these keychains. I have not used the keychain as of yet because I wanted to wait until I did this video. And then this pamphlet. And the only thing that I don't like about these pamphlets is that they only show like Indian kids, African American kids. I mean, not African American, but African kids, as if these kids are the only kids that actually need assistance, right? Or like these are the only two continents that are destitute or in need of help. So I don't know if it's because it's the only two continents where they mostly go to. But South America also needs help, you guys. I feel like the pamphlet should have a little bit more variety when it comes to the world and how the world actually looks. We come in different shapes and sizes, and we need help in different shapes and sizes. So I feel like the pamphlet should show a little bit more diversity when it comes to Doctors and Borders. I'm not quite sure if Doctors and Borders only go to the continents of India and Africa, and if that is the case, then we need to help them. We need to donate. We need to give back, not just only to help you with your karma, with your taxes, but also to do a good cause, okay? To represent a wonderful and fantastic cause. Now I'm going to open my welcome kit, and they have me down as a field partner, okay? So the company was also awarded the 1999 Nobel Peace Prize. And it's doctorswithoutborders.org, and the number is 888-392-0392. Let me see what the kit includes, what it talks about. I did not open it again because I wanted to open the kit while I was recording and give you guys an incentive to be just like me. Or better. Actually, don't be like me. Be better than me, okay? Do not make the same mistakes as me. Do not go crazy like me. Inspire the world. Be influencers of others, no matter what. Bring the balance to the planet, which is what I was telling Mahadi. Because we were talking about like the needs of others and the vast difference between the poor and the rich. But I told him this, which he found very interesting, which is weird because I feel like people that are in this field or people that are in the streets, especially on 34th Street, where you see people giving out incense, and like on 14th Street and all this other stuff, people should have the mindset of being a spiritual being as opposed to a physical being. So I told him this, listen, the problem between being too rich and too poor is not that people are greedy so much more than people are ignorant, or so much more that people refuse to do better for themselves, okay? And the reality of the matter, the fact of the matter, or the reality of the matter, to my perception of the actuality of what we're going through, is that not everyone is ever going to be part of the 1%, okay? We're not all fit to be influencers. We're not all fit to be people with money. We're not all fit to make millions and billions of dollars a year. Okay, not everybody has that capacity, because you have to be very, very well grounded and or have a foundation of that money, which it can go, can come from an inheritance, can come from winning the lotto, etc., things like that, or you work on it yourself. You have to have some sort of foundation. The problem is that a lot of people don't have the incentive to want to be better. And our job as people, as influencers, people that are on YouTube, people that are not on YouTube, is to spread the word, to want to be a little bit better. Even if the people that, the Doctors Without Borders help are living in huts, let's get them to create better huts for themselves so that they're a little bit better, so that there's not so much of a range between the poor and the rich, okay? Because there are kings and queens in the continent of Africa that live and reside in small counties that, or what will resemble small counties, and there are kings and queens, and they too live in huts. They too have wealth, but it's a different. And so this way, we don't hurt people's cultures, but we do influence them to be better within their own culture, to be better within their own country. And that is very important, okay? And I think this company, Doctors Without Borders, does just that, because not only are they setting an example for young children to want to help and be self-sufficient and have careers and be interested in other things, but they also allow people to have better self-esteem within themselves. You know why, you guys? Because the whole idea of Doctors Without Borders is that this program or this organization allows doctors from countries such as America or countries that are better off than other countries. I mean, doctors that reside in countries that are better off than other doctors that are in other countries that are not so well off, to provide the instruments or the tools to have surgeries, to have medical procedures done on clients or on other people for free. Okay, so for doctors to be able to do that, they need their tools. So if you fund Doctors Without Borders, you're helping the cause to allow doctors not only to expand their mind and see that other people's outside of the United States or outside of their country also need help, but the people that are actually in need have better self-esteem. They're a step closer to being better for themselves, to being more confident, to going out into the world and not looking at themselves as mediocre or have some sort of deficiency or issue or illness that stops them from being confident, that stops them from being a functioning human being. Okay, so let's look at the welcome kit. So the Field Partner Welcome Kit gives me this bookmark that talks about the compassion knows no boundaries. It talks about the commitment and the business statement of Doctors Without Borders. It also has a really nice depiction or picture of the doctors doing their best to help and assist other people. I want to say this is a sticker. This is a sticker. Yes, it is. And it's a Doctors Without Borders sticker. Hold on. Which, I don't know where I would stick this, to be honest. Oh, you know where I'm going to stick this? I'm going to stick this into my diary, because this is an accomplishment for me. I'm going to stick this into my diary. Well, it's not my diary. It's like my book of notes and my manifestation book. Okay, so I'm going to stick it in here and have this be a reminder that I too can assist, that I have assisted. Then this is a small little pamphlet, and it reads, join other loyal donors who have included Doctors Without Borders in their estate plans and ensure that our teams will be able to provide critical medical care when and where we are needed most. And they give you the information. So let's say if you are owner of an estate, or you are you have a living will and testament, or just a last will and testament, and you want to include Doctors Without Borders to give them some compensation and or money, you can do that, you guys. This is fantastic, because let's say you have brats as kids, and these kids have never worked for anything, and you don't want to leave them anything. You don't want to leave them your dynasty. Leave it to Doctors Without Borders, because they help people. Okay, that's what they're saying. They give us a nice letter, a welcome letter, and it's just letting us know that we will be that I will be deducted out of my account with my free will and my choice every once a month, $25 a month. And it explains that this will you will receive a tax deductible receipt from your field partner contributions at the end of each financial year. In addition, the amount of your gift will appear each month on your bank or credit card statement. Okay, this is also good for those credit cards that give you points for doing things like this. So let's say you're giving $25, you're giving $35, you're giving $65 a month, whatever you can afford. I decided to do the $25. I always leave it within that range because, listen, I have a lot of bills and a lot of things to pay. However, this does help. I have to help. I have to be in constant assistance to other people, whether this here on YouTube, whether it's outside of YouTube, whether it's helping companies and organizations such as this. I have to be constantly helping people. It's a need. It's not just for my karma. It's a need. I have to have it. It balances me out. And it allows me to be grateful for the things that I have, because sometimes I kick and scream for the things that I don't have. I kick and scream when my boyfriend and I decide to break up, or he breaks up with me, or I break up with him, or we're in constant, back and forth. It helps me. It helps me with that. So let me continue on. I got distracted with my phone. But yes, it helps me balance out and be grateful for the things that I have. It helps me not think so much about the past and the things that have happened, especially in the past 2 years of my life, because sometimes I do go back to that and I'm like, whatever I went through, like I look at this stuff, I'm like, whatever I've just been through, it's nothing compared to what these people don't have. It just gives me peace and serenity, okay? That, not that others, you know, don't have what I have, but it gives me peace and serenity that I, in my predicament and situation, can help others, and that it's not over, and that all these like Armageddon stories and like how things actually end and all these things can be halted, can be transmuted with my assistance, okay? Then they give you, welcome to the Field Partner Program, informed, involved, and in control. So be informed. You'll receive your quarterly newsletter alerts full of striking images and articles about our team and about our work around the world. Involved, we'll also be sending you invitations to special teleconferences that give you in-depth look at how Doctors Without Borders delivers medical care. On these exclusive calls, our field staff and leadership will answer your questions about our work. In control, as Doctors Without Borders field partner, you can adjust or stop your gift at any time. For immediate customer service, please call our field partner support line at 212-763-5797. And they gave me a card, you guys, all right? I have a member card. So you can read this, and I also have a member card, and it says Madeline Martinez. That is my name. And it says, with you by our side, Doctors Without Borders provided over 10 million outpatient consultations, treated over 2 million people for malaria, admitted over 700,000 individuals for inpatient care, delivered over 200,000 babies, treated over 200,000 malnourished children. Thank you. Statistics are from 2007, the most recent year for which global figures are available. Okay? This is fantastic. Like, this gives me goosebumps that we can help this many people in the world. Okay, there is over 7 billion people. This is probably not even 1% of what we're doing, of what we should be doing. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's crazy. It just gives you, it opens your eyes. Okay, donating to companies like Doctors Without Borders opens your eyes in how big this world is and how much Mother Gaia sustains and contains and provides. Okay? And then it gives you this nice little letter, another welcome letter. And it is like, she is my I guess the manager that would be guiding me and assisting me, sending me pamphlets, letters, newsletters, etc. during my time with Doctors Without Borders, okay? I will probably continue on for the next year and then switch over to yet another company. And if I ever have a big estate, I will definitely donate to these companies a certain percentage. I'll always have the information with me in regards to the companies and the things that I've done to help somebody on this planet, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't talk so much. I hope that I encourage you to go ahead and donate. This video also just is to encourage you guys to not just donate to me, but also donate to companies such as Doctors Without Borders. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, my flowers. Please water your life. This is one of the ways to do it.